Are you going to the beach? Or will you go to the beach next Sunday? Think about that for a second. When you talk about your future, do you use the word will or do you use the words going to? It's pretty confusing, right? If you're a beginner, choosing between these two future words can feel like a really big puzzle. But don't worry, just relax. Today, we're making it super easy. I'm so happy you're here. In this explainer, you'll finally understand exactly when to use will and when to use going to.
Okay, let's dive right in. Here is the big secret to talking about the future. First, we have will. You use will for fast, quick decisions. That means you didn't think about it yesterday. You just decided right now, in this exact second. Then we have going to. You use going to for prepared plans. This means you decided to do it before you started speaking. You planned it in the past. Let's look at a real-life example. Imagine you're talking to your friend. Suddenly, your throat feels dry. You decide right in that second that you need a drink. You say, I am thirsty, I will get a glass of water. You didn't plan to get water an hour ago. Your body felt thirsty just now, and you made a fast, instant decision. So you use will. And actually, in everyday English, we usually use the short form. Listen closely. I'll. We say, I'll get a glass of water. But be careful here. This is a mistake a lot of beginners make. Imagine you're sitting in your living room, and suddenly your phone rings. Ring, ring. It's totally unexpected. Well, it is incorrect to say, I am going to answer it. Why? Because you didn't plan for the phone to ring. You didn't decide this in the morning. The correct way to say it is, I'll answer it, or I will answer it. The ringing phone forced you to make a quick, unplanned decision.
Now you try. Let's do a quick test. Your friend calls you and suddenly asks you to join him for coffee this evening. You didn't know he was going to ask. You decide to say yes right now. What do you say? A, I am going to join you, or B, I will join you. Pause this explainer and say your answer out loud. Take a couple of seconds. 1, 2.
Did you say B? Great job. You are totally right. The correct answer is B, I will join you. Because you didn't plan it before he asked, it is a fast, quick decision. I will is the perfect choice here. You're doing great.
Now, let's look at how time works when we use going to. Here is a timeline. Number 1, in the past, you bought plane tickets. Number 2, in the present, right now you're telling your mom about your trip. And number 3, in the future, you take your trip. Because the decision was already made in the past, at step 1, it is a fixed plan.
So, when you tell your mom you say, I am going to spend my vacations in Hawaii, you use going to because you are absolutely sure. The flight tickets are ready, the hotel is booked, the plan is already made. It's not a quick decision at all. You thought about it a lot, saved your money, and made a firm plan.
Here's another common mistake beginners make, especially with family plans. If you already talked to your aunt last week and agreed to see her next Friday, it is incorrect to say, I will visit my aunt next Friday. If you say will, your friends will think you just decided this very second. The correct way is, I am going to visit my aunt next Friday. This shows everyone that it is a scheduled plan.
Let's try another quiz. Imagine you're at work. Your colleague, John, stands up from his desk holding his empty favorite coffee mug. He starts walking to the kitchen. He says to you, I blank get some coffee. Which one should he use, will or am going to? Type your answer in the comments right now before I show you.
The correct answer is, I am going to get some coffee. Did you get it right? John already had a plan. He didn't just stand up for no reason. He stood up with his mug because he already decided to get coffee before he started talking to you. It was a planned action.
Okay, let's move to the next rule and see how this builds into something fun, making predictions. A prediction is when you guess what will happen in the future. We use will when we are just guessing based on a personal opinion. You have no proof, it's just a feeling inside your head. But we use going to when there is present evidence. Evidence means proof. It means you can see something with your own eyes, happening right in front of you, that tells you what the future is.
This is a perfect example. You look up at the sky, you see giant, dark, black storm clouds. You can maybe even hear thunder. You say, look at those black clouds, it is going to rain. We use going to here because you have real proof. The black clouds are the evidence. You are not just guessing. The sky is literally telling you it is about to rain.
But what if you're watching a sports game on TV? Maybe the game hasn't even started yet. A lot of learners make this mistake. They say, I think United is going to win the game. Well, that's incorrect if you're just guessing. Because you don't have real evidence, it's just your favorite team or your personal opinion. The correct sentence is, I think United will win the game.
Without hard evidence, will is always the safest choice for your personal opinions.
Okay, time for a fun movie quiz. Imagine you're watching an action movie. The hero sees a dangerous bomb with a red timer ticking down. 3, 2, 1. The hero yells, "Get back! It blank explode!" Pause this explainer and speak the answer out loud. Is it will or is going to? Think about the evidence.
Yes, the hero says it is going to explode. Why? Because there is present evidence. You can clearly see the numbers counting down to 0. You know exactly what is about to happen based on what you see with your own 2 eyes. Now, take a deep breath. Learning grammar rules can be a bit tiring, but I have a really fun secret to share. There is a friendly exception to these rules. An exception means a special case where you just don't have to worry. For general predictions, especially things like the weather report, you can safely use either word. Yes, both are 100% correct.
So if you're watching the news, the weather person might say, "The channel says it'll snow tomorrow." Or they might say, "The channel says it is going to snow tomorrow." Both sentences mean the exact same thing. Nobody will misunderstand you. So if you're ever talking about tomorrow's weather with a friend, don't panic. You can use will or going to, and your English will be absolutely perfect.
All right, let's remember the most important rules we learned today. Use will for instant, fast decisions you make right now, and for opinions where you have no proof. Use going to for things you planned before you spoke, and when you have present evidence you can see with your eyes. And remember, for general predictions like the weather, both are totally fine to use. Are you ready for the final test? Let's see how much you learned. Final quiz number 1. You're at a restaurant, you open the menu, look at the food, and instantly decide what you want. You tell the waiter, "I blank have the salad and fish." Say it out loud. Which one is it?
Fantastic. I will have the salad and fish, or I'll have the salad and fish. It was a fast, instant decision made right at the table, so will is exactly right.
Here is final quiz number 2. You're telling a friend about your big summer trip. You bought your plane tickets yesterday. You say, "We blank visit Spain." Take a second. What is the missing word? 1, 2?
We are going to visit Spain. Because you bought the tickets yesterday, it's a prepared plan. You did an amazing job today. You just mastered a very tricky part of English grammar. Before you go, I want you to practice right now. Write what you are going to do this weekend in the comments below. But wait, what if you want to offer to help someone, like carrying a heavy box? Do you use will or going to then? Well, that is a whole different secret. Subscribe for more easy English explainers, and we'll solve that puzzle next time. Keep practicing,